Hello everybody! I am back today with Rediscover Your Stamps, the series I do with the amazing Hiba from my little journal. I'm going to be working in my book journal. The first stamp set I showed you is from Studio Calico, and it is the stamp we're going to be using today. For each of my book journal pages, I've chosen 2 pattern papers and coordinating ink color and some of these cute little washi dots. So I'm actually going to end up doing 2 pages in my book journal today. And I want the 2 pages to coordinate but not look the same. So my plan is to do some repeat pattern stamping. I'm going to start with the right side of my book journal. And I'm going to use some icing on the cake ink from Catherine Pooler. And I'm going to use the Studio Calico stamp that we are both working with today. And I'm going to repeat stamp just about close to all the stamps on the pack, except for the alphabet. There's a whole alphabet that I am going to use, but not right away. So I'm just going to stamp and stamp and stamp. I'm going to stamp over this entire sheet of paper. I'm going to use all of the phrases, and then I'm going to use some of the inside pieces. Now, these inside pieces, they took a long time for me to kind of figure out. So there's like a pair of glasses, and they're inside a book. And so the first time I stamped them here, I decided to put them on an acrylic block, and I'm just inking up the glasses, and that worked kind of. And then I'm going to grab the other like little set of stamps, which is a heart and a little ampersand. And I'm going to do the same thing, put it on an acrylic block, and then just kind of try to ink up the middle bits. And I think that worked too. Like, it works. It's okay. It's just, I don't know if something is wrong with my stamp set or if it's like that, but it seems like the stamps aren't engraved enough or debossed enough. And I don't know why they're inside the book and then completely attached to the book. But what I'm going to end up doing is, you can cut your stamps. So I'm going to keep moving with the rest of the stamps, but I'm going to end up cutting out the inside of those 2 stamp sets. And then it's going to be tricky for me to stamp them. They're a little tricky. Those 2, the little stamps that are inside the book. But we make it work, and it works. I just know, like, when you look at the pages and stuff, you'll be able to see, like, if you get the ink even just a little bit off of the stamped image, and if you push too hard, it ends up smudging and not leaving a clean impression. And here I am cutting those stamps apart. We'll come back to those funny stamps later. What I am doing is I am just moving the stamps around, kind of repeating them, putting them in different areas of my paper. And then once I've gone ahead and stamped like most of the stamps, then I'm coming in with those little washi stickers and adding the little dots to kind of finish up my background pattern. These pages are going to be really quick and easy, with a major focus being on these stamps and these background papers. So I'm going to keep the page design super simple, but there is going to be so much stamps. I really, really love these stamps. This was a stamp purchase that Hiba enabled me to buy, and so when we were discussing what stamps we wanted to use this month, I was like, please, can we use these? Because I hadn't gotten to use a lot of them yet, and now I'm super happy because I used a ton of them on this particular spread. What's really nice is that when I do stamp these glasses and the little heart and asterisk set, if it does smudge a little bit, I am able to take one of those nice dark washi dots and plop it right over the smudge. I did fight a little with those with those glasses and those hearts. If you have these stamps in your stash, let me know in the comments below if your little glasses and hearts and asterisk, if they're attached to the book stamp, and if they are, like, do they stamp okay? Because I'm not sure. I figured it out and they stamp just fine, but there's a trick to stamping with them. There definitely is a trick. In this particular stamp set, part of the reason I love it is because it comes with an entire alphabet, which I find is so cool. So I am going to put the name of my book and my book review stamp set and my star rating stamp set that I use for all of my book journal pages. I'm going to stamp that right in and among all of the stamps. And you saw me there kind of audition where my photo of the book cover is going to go. So I started, this side is documenting a book called The Trader's Wife. This book is about Benedict Arnold's wife, Peggy Shippen. If you are a history person, you might enjoy this book. It's not like a biography or anything like that. It's fictional, but it's really interesting and kind of fun to read. It was a fun read. It wasn't necessarily like blow me away fun, but or like so good, but it was fun. It was a light kind of light historical fiction. So I am going to go ahead, I stamped that, and now I'm going to do Trader's Wife down below, and I'm going to do that right in the middle on the book spine. You can see how that turned out. My video is going a little bit faster than I'm talking, sorry. Next up, I have this blue pattern paper, and that's just going to be for the left-hand side. I chose my pattern papers based off of the book colors. I chose my stamp colors based off the book covers. And so these two pages are going to coordinate and match, but they're not going to be the same colors. That's not how they're going to coordinate and match. They're going to coordinate and match more in supplies. So I have that solid blue background, and now I am stamping with Juniper Mist, and I'm doing the same thing except in reverse order. So you can see on the right side, my book review, the title of my book, my star rating are all kind of at the bottom. So for this book, for this side of the page, I'm going to do the book review, the star rating, and the name of the book at the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and, same as I did on the right side, I'm going to stamp all of those stamps on my page, creating my own pattern and alternating between the stamps and then the same washi stickers except in blue. My washi stickers are also from Hiba. I know she's the same set I do. And I got them after she showed them in one of her haul videos, or someone sent some to her. Anyway, they're fabulous and I love them. So I'm just filling up this page. A lot of this project is all of this stamping, which is kind of the point of Rediscover Your Stamps, right? Ink them up, use them, make them the star of your traveler's notebook spread, or in my case, your book journal, or your memory planner, or your regular planner, or your scrapbook page. It doesn't matter. Get some ink on those stamps. That's the best part of having the stamps, is actually creating with them. I love stamps. Can I just for a moment, let me just say, I love stamps. They're so fabulous. So I'm just going to continue on here. Stamping, all the things. I put on some TV. I had a adult beverage and stamped away. Once I had everything stamped, I let it dry to allow the ink to really soak into the paper. And then I took my pen and I wrote in all of my book review information, and I wrote in or colored in my rating for both of these books. And then I'm going to take these coordinating papers, and I'm just going to use a little bit of them. I'm going to mat each of my photos with my coordinating papers. And this, I'm going to give both of these book covers a bit of a thicker border because I want them to kind of break up that busyness from the background. Give your eye somewhere to rest. And what better place for your eye to rest with all that information and all those things to read and see on the background than a lovely book jacket to look at. Sounds lovely. And that's it. This layout. Once I had all that stamping done, this was easy layout to put together. I love how it turns out. I love how both sides of the spread kind of mimic and complement the colors on the book jacket, but that together as a spread, they also kind of coexist beautifully side by side in my book journal. Be sure to head over and check out Hiba's video. She always does such amazing things with her Traveler's Notebook spreads, with her book journals, and I'm sure that whatever she has planned for you using this exact same stamp set is going to be fabulous. I just know it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these pages into my notebook. These are just some thin Traveler's Notebook sized pages. They weren't cut down from larger. I have a stack of pocket cards and Traveler's Notebook size papers that I am trying to get into books and into my notebooks. So that's it. That's where we're going to call this one all finished. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. No Monday blues today. All happy, all smiles. It's going to be a great Monday. And I will talk to you all again very, very soon. Bye.